You are in the ocean. Not a beach, not the shallows, open water. Blue in every direction, and below you, dark. The kind of dark that doesn't end. You are treading water somewhere in the Pacific, and the surface is calm, and the only sound is your own breathing. And then, the sound changes. Not a splash, not a fin cutting the surface. Something lower than that. A pressure change. A vibration in the water around you that your body registers before your brain does. Something enormous is moving beneath you, and it is using sound to find you, sending pulses of biological sonar through the water, reading the echo, triangulating your exact position from the density and movement of your body in the water column. It already knows you're there. It is known for a while. Livyatan melvillei, a raptorial sperm whale from the Miocene epoch, 9 to 13 million years ago, and by every biological measure we can apply, the most terrifying predator that has ever existed in any ocean on Earth. Not megalodon, not the mosasaurus, not anything with gills. Livyatan, a whale, our distant relative. And the reason we should get down on our knees every single day and thank whatever cosmic force decided it was time for this animal to leave. The architecture of a nightmare. Let's establish the scale first, because the scale matters. Livyatan melvillei reached an estimated body length of 13.5 to 17.5 meters, similar in size to modern sperm whales, with a massive head measuring around 3 meters long and 1.9 meters wide, large enough that this whale could easily swallow a human whole. But size is just the beginning. Modern sperm whales are that size too, and they eat squid. They are gentle, deep-diving, socially complex animals that pose essentially zero threat to humans. Livyatan was built on the same chassis and made every different possible decision. It possessed enormous teeth, up to 12 centimeters in diameter and 36 centimeters in length, more than twice the length of those of Tyrannosaurus rex. These are the largest known teeth of any animal used for the purpose of eating, not tusks. Tusks are modified incisors that function as tools or weapons, not food processing equipment. These were functional enamel-coated food-catching teeth in both the upper and lower jaw, and they were the largest biting teeth in the history of animal life on Earth. Tooth wear patterns indicate that the teeth sheared past one another when biting, allowing Livyatan to tear off large chunks of flesh. The interlocking design of the teeth was not accidental. The strange wear on opposing teeth suggests they interlocked to keep struggling prey from escaping the creature's mouth. It bit you. You were not escaping. The geometry of the jaw made that physically impossible. The weapon on top of the head. Here is the detail that elevates Livyatan from very large predator with very large teeth into something genuinely in a different category. The concave shape of Livyatan's skull suggests it possessed a melon and a spermaceti organ, similar to those found in modern sperm whales. In modern sperm whales, the spermaceti organ, that enormous oil-filled structure in the forehead, is used for echolocation. They click, and they listen to the echo, and they navigate and hunt by sound in the absolute darkness of the deep ocean. Livyatan had the same structure, which means it could find you in the dark at depth by sound alone before you had any idea it was there. But the spermaceti organ may have served a second function. One theory is that the organ functioned as a battering ram during intraspecific combat and may have enhanced echolocation, potentially enabling Livyatan to stun prey before the teeth even made contact, an acoustic weapon built into the forehead. The possibility that Livyatan could disorient or incapacitate prey before the teeth even made contact is not confirmed, but it is consistent with the anatomy. And it means in the water there was potentially no safe distance, no position from which you were outside its reach. What it actually hunted. Livyatan did not eat fish, it did not eat squid, it did not eat anything small. The ancestors of baleen whales that swam through the Peruvian seas approximately 12 to 13 million years ago likely faced a fearsome threat in Livyatan melvillei. a fearsome apex predator with a taste for whale flesh. It ate whales, medium-sized baleen whales, seals, sharks, dolphins, anything large enough to register as worth the energy. It lived exactly the same time and in the same oceanic regions as the megalodon, the largest shark that ever existed. Both inhabited the warm, productive seas of the Miocene and competed for similar prey, especially medium-sized whales. Two apex predators, same ocean, same prey. The Miocene Pacific was not a place you wanted to be in the water. While the megalodon had an advantage in speed and bite range, the Livyatan had greater intelligence, advanced muscle coordination, and possibly strategic behavior, characteristics common to mammals. This is the part that should keep you up at night. Livyatan was a machine, a biological killing machine, but a machine. Livyatan was a mammal. It fought. It communicated. It likely had social structure, family bonds, cooperative behavior. It brought mammalian intelligence, the same class of intelligence that eventually produced dolphins, elephants, primates, and humans, to the business of hunting the largest animals in the ocean. Global climate cooling toward the end of the Miocene epoch likely impacted ocean ecosystems. This cooling may have led to a decline in diversity, distribution, and size of baleen whales, the primary prey of Livyatan. With the prey population collapsing, a hyper-specialized apex predator that needed large whales to survive had nowhere to go. In addition, the ancestors of modern orcas began to diversify during this period and may have been more efficient or adaptable hunters, potentially outcompeting Livyatan for food resources. The ocean got colder, the big whales got scarcer. The orcas, smaller, faster, more adaptable, hunting in coordinated packs, moved into the niche more efficiently. And Livyatan, that magnificent, monstrous whale-eating, sound-hunting, 17-meter apex predator with the largest functional teeth of any animal that has ever lived, ran out of world. It went extinct somewhere around 5 million years ago. And here is the sincere, non-dramatic, completely genuine conclusion of this video. Thank God. Because if Livyatan had made it to the present day, if that cooling event had not happened, if the orcas had not outcompeted it, if some version of this animal were still in the Miocene Pacific, the ocean as we know it would be closed. Not dangerous, not risky, closed. No one would swim. No one would surf. No one would sail a small boat on open water without understanding in the most visceral way possible that somewhere below them, a 17-meter mammal with 36-centimeter teeth and a biological sonar system was deciding whether you were worth investigating. The ocean belongs to us in part because Livyatan is gone.